Guys, I'm so tired. I kid you not, the moment I plugged my microphone in the PC, the construction workers at the neighbors started drilling again. It's like they waited for the exact moment for me to plug in the USB, I swear. I'm so tired, I can't. Anyway, hello everyone. Greetings, dear Aristobats, fellow immortals and mortals yet to be claimed by the night. Welcome to this lady's not so humble abode. Today we'll be continuing the sub-story event. There have been several days since my first recording, so I believe we'll be able to watch more from the side story. And I wish and hope we will also have some time to do more from the main story.
Delusion. Convince yourself.
Let's get into it. Okay, so last time we did day 1 and a few of the battles here. I finished the last 2 so that we can continue with the story. This time the story is at the end, so we'll have to do these first. Excuse me, wrong button. This one. Yes, let's go. I don't know why it feels so awkward for me to do battles for you guys. Perhaps this is something that was created to me with reverse because I could not play the battles. I felt that, you know, that sense of urgency to at least tell the story, and now every battle that I have to do on camera, it feels like I should rush it and get to the story, you know. But this is the thing though, even with reverse, I've just ended up reading stuff for you guys, so yes. So I don't know how pleasurable that is, how fun, I guess, how fun this is for you guys. Because, you know, you're watching somebody play a game, alright? Therefore, I should be playing, not just reading. But yeah, I still feel very insecure when these things happen because if I say something wrong while the battle happens, I cannot cut it out because I will essentially cut the battle out as well. So yeah, it feels very uncomfortable for me that I'm doing this right now. I forgot to have him boosted. Well, his ult doesn't do much, he just draws attention on himself so that the others don't get hurt, but still. And I think it takes his defense a little bit higher too. Anywho. Next up, Portal of Pure Gold, alright. Can I do this now? 31. No, not yet. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yay! It feels very much like I'm doing dailies, to be fair, but it's alright. Next, Book of Crowley. Okay. 1 minute. This has to be done in private. I literally looked away for 1 second and his anger went up first and I lost it, so I had to do it twice. But never mind. Random fact, by the way, I saw somebody complain. Like, I see fans of this game talk about which king is their favorite and all. And one of the things that I heard about Satan is that some people are not into the fact that he's been loud. And honestly, I don't get it. Like, maybe it's just me. I don't mind me a loud dude, I'm sorry. He's cute. Anyway, to the story. Fine bye. Another thing I wanted to say, I unfortunately got spoiled about this dude on Twitter, and I'm so mad because I usually like very specific stuff, and I tried so hard not to like stuff about this game, but I had to follow the official page so that I kept up with the new versions. And after that, Twitter just decided to throw a fan's post on my wall that revealed who this dude is. Anyway, we'll get to the spoiler later on when it's actually shown to us through the game. Let's go. A massive ship, its entire body painted in deep and heavy black. The moment it appeared rising upside down from the sea that just moments before had been the sky, every king turned to look. No, not just the kings. Every devil who had been gazing up at the sky and admiring the scenery just like you saw it too. And in that instant, while everyone's attention was drawn to the ship, it was as if the world had gone mute. Is this a dream. It was such a strange and fantastical sight, but that silence was quickly shattered. Flash. Oh, they're attacking! From the front of the massive ship, a dazzling blue light seemed to appear, and soon it turned to one long, enormous beam that extended downward to the surface, more precisely towards Gehenna. In that instant, every king had the same thought. Ah, so it's Gehenna this time. So this dude sails around the world, hell anyway, and randomly attacks countries whenever he passes by them. And anyway, if the captain is somebody that is related to Paimon in some sort of way, why would he attack this place? Isn't he concerned he might actually hurt Paimon? Oh, what's this? Oh, I haven't been to his castle yet, so I don't know. So it is Gehenna this time. Then something will be taken from them, not us. Is there really any reason for us to go? Yes, Bimei. Bimit, who had just finished the final inspection of a certain device, a massive vessel with a golden deck, spoke indifferently. I am. Yeah, I saw that as well in the trailer. At the promoting pictures, I guess. So this is not Mammon's palace, it's Mammon's ship. What are those, though? They even have flags for tails. Why is that? That mysterious vessel hovering high above the heads, vast enough to eclipse the sky, appeared once every 100 years to steal away a priceless treasure from hell. Oh, so he's still... Oh, yeah, well, pirate, I understand. So he's here to steal something. Mammon cast a knowing smile towards Bimet, who was visibly relieved that it wasn't Tartarus this time. Of course we deploy, because in this world there is nothing that does not belong to me. I don't know why I didn't think he would say that. He spoke as if he already knew exactly what the black ship had come to claim. Really? You know? You had no idea what the kings of each nation were seeing, nor that they had realized. You were simply gazing in awe at the beautiful beam of light pouring down from the sky. Girl is stupid, I'm sorry. I don't mind this main in general. I think I said it in the previous video as well. Because she's not that dumb, but sometimes she's dumb. Like, can't you see it's an attack? What do you mean you're just in awe of the beautiful beam of light? Like, I get you're into some self-harming tendencies when it comes to the sexual part, but my girl, urgency, danger. Wow, I don't know what it is, but it's so magical and beauty, huh? The beam suddenly narrowed, zeroing on a single point, and that point was you. Oh, he came to steal me. Well, surprise, surprise. Whoosh. The beautiful blue light which had seemed to draw near engulfed you whole. Oh! Are we being abducted like taken on an alien ship? A UFO? Huh? It's coming? Instinctively, without thinking, you squeezed your eyes shut, and when you opened them again, before you knew it, you were standing on a floor you had never seen before. Wait. No, it's not just the floor. None of this looks familiar at all. Panicked, you hurriedly looked around, squinting to the dim surroundings. The only things you could barely make out were ornate columns, elegant railings arranged like the terrace of a grand castle. To the left, to the right, ahead, behind, nothing in sight was even remotely familiar. But the most surreal sight of all was floating above your head. Why is hell floating over me? And in that instant you realized without a doubt. This place was the very deck of the massive ship you had seen in the sky through your window just moments ago. Once you realized that, everything came rushing in. The salty scent of the sea, the sting of the wind whipping against your skin. You hadn't noticed it before, too shaken to focus, but beyond the railings was clearly a vast, endless stretch of water. In other words, you were at sea. Splash! With each crash of a distant wave, you felt droplets of water fly up and land gently on your skin. Oh, guys, am I the only one who enjoys this? Like, when you're by the water and you get a little splashes of water in your skin. Oh, it's just so good. So the sky really did become the sea. You briefly wondered if it was some sort of mirage, but no. You quickly came to realize the entire chain of events. The sky becoming the sea, a massive ship rising from it, and you suddenly standing aboard it was all real. And the reason you were suddenly brought aboard this mysterious ship, well, I knew it. I've been kidnapped again. Sadly, ever since arriving in Hell, you'd started to get somewhat used to being kidnapped, and unfortunately, you also knew exactly what sort of typical scenario was bound to follow. Which means, after being kidnapped, I'm definitely going to run to a handsome devil. Normally, what is this music? Normally, you'd be freaking out at this point, but no. You've been in Hell long enough to get used to the weird rhythm of things. That said, expectations aside, the atmosphere around you was far too ominous. Aside from the occasional sound of waves, it was eerily silent. And other than the sky above, all you could see was a ship shrouded in a faint mist. But even that felt disorienting, like your sense of space itself was being thrown off. I mean, I can even see the far end behind me. It's the mist out there. Maybe it's not fog at all. Maybe it's just so far away that it looks hazy. If that was true, then this ship's size wasn't something that could be called merely big. At the very least, it's the size of an island, no, maybe even a small continent? You tried to tell yourself that it was ridiculous, but honestly, your current situation already defied logic. You were standing here, in this bizarre, unknown place. On this silent ship, the moment you grasped just how vast it truly was, a slow creeping fear began to stir in you. And to make matters worse, whoever had brought you here still hadn't shown themselves. There's got to be something here, a hint? A clue? You carefully started walking, trying not to look too closely at your surroundings, which somehow managed to be both breathtaking and spine-chilling at the same time. But some things couldn't be ignored, no matter how hard you tried. That was when you noticed the strange, ominous scribbles etched onto the ship itself. Not painted, but scratched in, deep and rough, as if someone had clawed it into the surface. Run. A sudden ominous and uneasy feeling crawled up the back of your neck, sending chills down your spine. Then, from behind you came the sound of something rolling wetly over a damp floor. Slowly turning around, you held your breath. Is it Barbossa? With a thud, it stopped at your feet. It was a skull. The mysterious ship was so huge it seemed endless, terrifying in scale. Messages everywhere told you to run, and now a completely dried up skull at your feet. I should scream for help. But who would even hear you? Your heart pounded wildly and cold sweat trickled down your back. Just then, a sound like a switch flicking on echoed from afar. Flash. A giant sail unfurled high above you, stretching up to the sky itself, revealing a flag that read, Flying Dutchman. Thanks to the light, you quickly scanned your surroundings again. Hoping to find some way out, your eyes were soon filled with shock and terror. I should have known something was off. Why was there not a single crew member on this enormous ship? The answer was right in front of you. What you thought was a wooden deck was actually thousands of coffins packed tightly side by side. What are they, vampires? You wanted to lift your feet off the floor immediately, but without wings it was impossible. Just inside, there seemed to be tens of thousands of coffins covering the floor. Thinking about how huge this ship is, there have to be millions of coffins on this board. You wrapped your arms, now covered in goosebumps, and slowly turned around. Suddenly, one of the coffins that had been lying flat sprang upright, facing your direction without making a single sound. You were now trembling, covering your mouth with your hands. Feeling your knees weaken behind you, you trembled like a newborn fawn. Then, whoosh. Every coffin lid slammed open at once, and a thick, smoky mist spilled out, clouding your vision. In that moment, just as you nervously moved one trembling foot, wanting desperately to run anywhere through that gap, clack. A cold hand reached out from behind you and grabbed your waist roughly. Oh, we have another tough one. Even while shaking, you turned around with a faint hope to see who had grabbed you. But your breath caught in your throat, even more shocked than when you saw the skull. Just like Pion's butthole in Satan's chest, the face of the one holding your waist completely filled your vision. I see. Why does the music continue? I finished it. Okay, so apparently the internet threw me out. That's why the game music continued to be the same as the story. I don't know why I hoped this would be original. Maybe because it's demon-oriented, I didn't expect them to use something already existing for pirates. I thought they would make some sort of ghost ship of their own. But yeah, I understand why the Flying Dutchman. Like, there was a lot of speculation around it being a ghost ship, what was it? Cursed by the devil, something like that. Anyway, I don't remember. I still wish they had gone original. I mean, technically, look who's talking. I too wrote a story about demons, and it does have pirates, but it doesn't have the Flying Dutchman, though. I didn't use examples like that. Like, I did mention some known pirates for some treasures, but that's all I did, essentially. I don't show any of those well-known pirate ships in my story. But because my story takes place in the real world, there's some things that I had to say because some of those pirates actually existed. If I wanted to stay true to the golden age of piracy, I had to mention the big names of the time. Oh, that's why it's... I was like, why are we so slow at pressing this? Oh my goodness, just die already. Those big ones piss me off, they don't die easily. Thank you. Of course you want me to use the shop. What should we take? I think I should... Oh, we have the new shop, I forgot. Yeah, we need... Oh. Lobby decor. This item allows you to change the sound effects of various buttons in the lobby to the voice audio. Oh, yes! Oh, but it's too much though. I don't have that many yet. How do we get this many though? 120? How? Oh, any battle. Alright, and the finals? The bosses? 1. This is foul, by the way. 1 for a boss battle? Criminal. Anyway, good to know, actually. I can get everything... Sorry. I can get everything from this shop now. I didn't know that last time. Oh my goodness, I would have got... Okay, I'll admit, there hasn't been a banner, a limited banner that I really wanted so far, so it's no loss, but it's good to save these because, guys, one wish is 50 of those bullshit. 50 rings for one stupid wish, and you can't take them otherwise. It's only through these events, so be careful what you're doing. But I really want to get more of that, specifically Satan's. I don't mind about the lobby. Do I like anything? Oh, this is cute. I like this. I might get this. Okay, next. Jelly. Wait, I need to see what kind of jelly I need. Oh, what day is it? Monday. Oh. Only fire? Anywho, we need them. I haven't done anything here. Sad. Yeah, let's do that. Oh. I mean, he doesn't do anything. He's there only for defense. No, wait. He has a normal attack, I forgot. Let's go. F him up. Satan, you're far too far away. Wait. My range. Almost there. Oh! Sorry, I didn't see you to protect you. My poor Barbados, he got hit. Okay, let's do this one as well to have them open for future reference. I'm on the front, darling. Take this. Tomato head. Look at this face. It's a face only a mother would love. Ew! Did you put your tongue on my son? How dare you? Ew! I just noticed that's how he attacks. Like, I haven't been playing this game for... what, 3 months? 4 months already? Just so... oh my... no. Just so you know how much attention Lady pays when she's playing. No. Oh. Did you hit my heart? Oh, I got scared. Okay. And one more time now, back to back. Do it. Yes. Sorry for the clickety-click that you hear all the time, but it doesn't have any other buttons that work, guys. I'll be right back. Dude, Satan's chibi is so cute. And the helpless little expression when you've milked him. I love this game. More story, let's go. I hope it won't throw me out again. Stupid internet. Huh? The figure in front of you was so close that you forgot to scream, even to breathe. All you could do was let out a small puff of air like a sigh. For some reason, his face looked blurred, as if there were a veil over your eyes. The only thing you could make out clearly was that he had long, beautiful hair. But the strength of this grip around my waist, this has to be a man. No shit. And more than that, his body exuded a distinctly masculine scent, one that made your heart race. Before you knew it, all the coffins around you had opened, the men who had risen from them now surrounded you like a ghostly crew of a phantom ship. I see a short dude, 2 short dudes, and I can already tell one of the 2 is going to be my favorite. So that's it, a ghost ship. This whole thing was a ghost ship? As you trembled, stuck by this late realization. This is my 100th visit to this place, and yet, among everything I've seen, this is by far the most peculiar. Feels like the real deal, or maybe just a well-made replica. Yeah, Solomon, I bet you met him too. Oh, guys, I just paid attention to his hat. Look at these. Did he draw them himself? Did his crew do it to him? Like, you know, I would say a cast. You know, when you hurt one of your limbs and you put a cast on and people draw on them for you. But I read some time ago that there are places in the world that when you're in high school and you're about to graduate, you get a plain white shirt type of thingy and people write dedications on them, like they sign their name and some sweet words, you know, to remember their classmates after they're done. We don't have that here in Greece, but I found it very interesting, so I'm thinking maybe that's what happened with his hat, like he wanted to have his crew signatures on his hat. Bring me the appraisal sheet. The man who'd been so close you could feel his breath now gently pushed you a step back, placing a sliver of space between you, and he turned and gave a quiet order to someone else. Immediately, as if waiting for the cue, one of the men who'd emerged from the coffins handed a pen and paper to the man. Strangely enough, that figure's face was also too blurry to see clearly. It also has a broken horn. Excuse me, are you the one who brought me Eek! Shh, quiet during appraisal. He cut you off mid-sentence, tapping your shoulder with a thumb. You'd felt it earlier too. Despite his elegant appearance, he was unexpectedly strong. His grip was rough enough that you almost stumbled clumsily in front of everyone. Is anyone who's soft in this place? Come on. First ascent. He leaned in his body easily, a head taller than yours, and dipped low until his face was close enough to brush your skin. He sniffed you, deeply and deliberately, his nose darting from behind your ear to the nape of your neck, under your nose, then up to your crown. What is happening right now? As this complete stranger leaned in and sniffed you up and down like he was inspecting every inch of you, your heart felt like it might explode. Now, if the dude was ugly, she wouldn't feel that way, but that's another conversation. For some reason, the absurdity reminded you of Beelzebub, and the pounding in your chest doubled. Just as your heart was about to give out, he scrawled something down on the appraisal sheet. Good. Next. Vitality. You tried to sneak a peek at the form, sticking your head forward slightly, but before you got close, he suddenly grabbed your chin tight and pried your eyelids wide open with 2 fingers. Ow! That hurts! Let's see. Teeth. Not bad. Like a breeder inspecting a puppy, he pried your lips open and checked your teeth. And he made another note. Are you planning to, like, sell me somewhere? Or parts of me? Next, elasticity. Whoa! What are you gonna do? He tapped various parts of your body with his fingertips. Each time your body flinched involuntarily, and before you knew it, your face had gone completely red. Oh, he means... okay. I thought he was trying to either pull my skin or pull something else open. Okay, but tapping is okay. Oh, interesting. He scribbled something onto the paper again that gently lifted your chin and tilted your face to the side. A crooked smirk twisted his lips. Still not sure. Could be the real thing, or a fake. He checked once more, lifting your head, tagging your earlobes, and then finally... Where are you touching? As you instinctively covered your legs and shoved him away, he backed off a few steps, bursting into a carefree laugh. Then, waving the sheet, his appraisal form above his head, scrolled full of illegible writing, he declared, "This one's a real deal." The real deal? The crew around you stared with sudden noise and disbelief. I can tell you already the crew is going to be stupid. I haven't seen one since that time, right? Didn't they say that one died? Then he has to be a fake, but there's no way the captain's appraisal would be wrong. You could tell they were crew members, even though you couldn't clearly see the faces above the chest. They all looked toward the man they called captain with confusion. Of course, I'm never wrong. Looks like this is going to be a fun voyage after all. Then the man suddenly clapped his hands loudly. All right, end of the performance. Performance? Oh, wow. His clap echoed throughout the massive ship, and with a clank, whoosh sound from above, the once dark surroundings lit up entirely. As this scenery came into full view, your eyes widened in awe without even realizing it. Wow, it's beautiful. I don't know about the pillars, though. This doesn't look... the architecture doesn't look like something I'd expect. The ship was grand and beautiful, like an enormous floating castle. Though you had no idea how it was possible, there was a beautiful garden on the ship, where fruit trees bearing luscious flesh grew, and even ornate sculptures resembling the decorations of an old-fashioned tower or castle were placed. You still couldn't see the distant horizon, which meant the ship was as enormous as ever, but now that your view had cleared, the fear was replaced by overwhelming wonder. Yet, what astonished you even more than the ship's beauty was the sight of the men that came into view with the light. Wait, what the... These guys are all drop-dead gorgeous. What did you expect? Not just handsome, these sailors were rough seafarers' clothes, and all had strong practical muscles and sun-kissed skin. But among them all, the one who truly stole your breath was the man still smiling at you, the captain. He's still mid for me. Now that I can see his face clearly, I'm even more confused. Is he a guy? A girl? He's too beautiful. Girl, his chest is out in the open, can't you tell? He had delicate features so fine you couldn't tell his gender, but his body was solid and strong. They weren't the kind of muscles you'd gain from fighting angels. They were the muscles of a man who'd battled a sea. Seriously, what is with hell? Is it just all gorgeous people here or what? The man they called captain stood tall, receiving unwavering looks of admiration from the surrounding sailors. Are they not going to show us the sailors? Pity. The presence he exuded was so overwhelming it reminded you of the aura held by the Seven Kings. In a way, he might as well be called a king. If he was the one commanding this massive ship, there was no way he was just an ordinary devil. Come to think of it, were you the one who brought me here? Technically speaking, not me. This one here. He dug through his pocket and pulled something out. It was a beautiful compass crafted with deep blue sapphires. Oh? Titanic reference? That's... This little guy pointed to you. You must have seen the blue beam before arriving here, right? Well, yeah, but no. Wait! Who are you? Straight to the point, aren't you? Oh, he blushed. His playful teasing tone made your cheeks flush again. Oh, no, it's his makeup, never mind. Even though you didn't know who he was from the moment you boarded the ship, you'd been unconsciously waiting for this encounter with this man. But first, I want to ask you, who are you? You knew that revealing your name here would be meaningless. Just as you were about to say, I'm a descendant of Solomon. A strange deja vu hit you like a wave. This man standing before me, there's something so familiar about him. And his scent, it's oddly comforting, like something I've smelt before. The man carried the heavy scent of sea salt and masculinity, but underneath it all was a faint, familiar musk. Just as you were about to ask him something. Oh! Whoosh! A pink bubble of gum blew out of the captain's mouth. Then it burst. Pop. Wait, you're... That's when it all clicked. Like I said, I have been spoiled. I know what she's going to say, but... Oh... Let's get to 4. 132. We're going higher. You stay here. You stay in the middle, and where is... Here? Here. Let's go! 2, please. Okay, maybe I should be using... It didn't work. Uh-oh. Please get hit, thank you. Okay, we managed. Okay, I'm mad right now. Give me space. Oh, no, 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 not you. You. Wait, I got this. Oh my goodness, why can't you hit them? Thank you. Satan. Ah, damn it, we killed the other 2, so this is gonna be... You're pissing me off. Get hit! Why does Pyong's attacks don't work? One moment. I think I'm going to pull. I think I have some wishes. It really bothers me I don't have enough characters that I want to play, so... Yeah, I have a few. Open this as well. Open... give me the red ones, damn it. The gold ones always give artifacts. Yeah, I have one here. Oh! No skip? That's a good one. Ah, yeah, I forgot you can... to tell you, you can slap his ass while you're wishing. Please something good. Sir. Please don't be an artifact. Shut the front door!
僕はそこの王、新緑の獣、嫉妬の悪魔、レビアタンです。
Okay, Leviathan is a good pool. I finally have 2 kings here too. Oh. Okay. I don't know how he's in battle though, I've never tried him. Of course, all the irrelevant things. Okay, now, I need you to give me Leraya again. Ah, come on! No chance, no way. Well, I have one more. That's a new demon right there. I hadn't got him before. I'm so mad. But at least we have one more now. Let's build him a little bit. Oh wait, there's a lot going on. First of all, the collection pod. Thank you, sir. Next achievement. And now we build. Ah, wait. Yeah, we build first, then I'll do the other thing. Got a new expression. Okay. Sir, I need you to max level up.
僕が笑っているですって。そんなはずがない。
I like his voice. Okay, so everybody... No. Eligos is not yet up.
いい子ってやってください。
This is gonna be so hard because both of these are light types. And I have enough tears, but I don't have enough beans. I can raise you though. You're... yes. Grass. Yeah, I will attempt to raise Pyong a little bit because apparently his hits don't work anymore and I'm getting annoyed. Okay, what I want to see is hello talk. Yep, I have one. Hades is the most perfect counter in hell. These days I occasionally see devils who wish to leave Hades and sightsee Earth. I think it's your influence. That's new to me, Leviathan. Would you like to visit Earth with me too? Know that... with you? That... I'll review that a little. He's a tsundere one, that I know. Like, he's always mad at everything. And I get it, I mean, he's also the envious king, so... Okay, what else did I want? Yes, to build Pyong. It will only take a minute, guys. Give me some time. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, panty party. Okay. So I can't promise I'll be talking for this one because I need to stay focused, but essentially, I'll be collecting male underwear from the sky. If men roll their eyes right now, I totally understand you, but I guess this is payback for all the times that, you know, you have male characters do creepy stuff with female underwear in games and movies, alright? This is payback. And it's a really funny game for me. And sometimes I really just enjoy playing this side game for fun, and it also gives some nice rewards if you play correctly. But I can't go further than 22 level, I think. I messed up. So yeah, I'll be a little quiet for now. I hope you're fine with this. I'm sure YouTube won't like that, but I need to be focused, okay? You cheer for me while I'm trying to get all the underwear from the sky, okay?
어디 힘내볼까?
Ah, I forgot to take down the music because he keeps...
좋았어.
Yeah, he keeps saying the same thing and it's kind of annoying.
좋았어.
One moment. Ah, I can't. I hope I made it. Yeah. Okay, he talks, he says the same thing all the time and it's annoying, that's why I'm doing this. Okay. It looks easy now, but you gotta see later on what happens.
A few moments later.
It's a good thing it has a limit of 3 times a day, because otherwise I bet people would try several times to get higher levels through this and also get more wishes through this. Whether that's keys or the rings. Milking. Let's milk the new king now. I wonder what he is like. I'll be right back. Tell you all about it. Dude, he's adorable. I didn't expect him to be that way. Also, I love the voice actor is doing an amazing job. Like the one for Satan's. And he also bites his lip, it's so cute. He has a very... It's the thing, I think that's what they try to do with him. You know how tsundere appear very, very negative towards the subject of their desire, but deep down they're melting about this character? It's essentially the same thing because, you know, he acts tough and acts like he doesn't care. But the moment you corner him and start giving him the pleasure part anyway, he immediately has a very submissive face. And I'm like, yeah, you're 100% tsundere. I didn't expect that. Nice. I like that they kept the tsundere characterism to his satisfying part of the game as well. Goodness gracious. Fine. However, just as you were about to speak aloud of the strange sense of déjà vu you felt from him, he suddenly bowed like a prince, completely different from his earlier rough demeanor. What's with the sudden... Asking your identity was just me being petty. I apologize. So that means you know who I am? Ooh, Captain, you know the identity of that human? Ooh, as expected of a great captain. I told you they're stupid. Where? A thunderous cheer burst out along with applause and acclamation. But he hasn't said anything yet. Now, don't flatter me too much. But yes, you definitely are the one. He pointed to you with a flick of his finger, flashing a charming grin now that the bubblegum was gone. It must be his daughter. By his, Captain, do you mean Solomon? Ah, she's got the scent of his soul all over her. As the sailors all turned to stare at you with wide, amazed eyes, he suddenly felt shy and gave a small nod. Oh, well, technically I'm the daughter of the daughter of the daughter of the daughter's daughter. So you're a distant descendant of Solomon. When he nodded, another round of cheers and applause erupted, along with shouts as expected of our captain. I appreciate the crowd. Thank you. A descendant of an old friend, huh? I'll have to treat you with the utmost respect. Allow me to introduce myself properly. Thank God, tell us. The captain removed his hat respectfully, holding it to his chest as he smiled. My name's Person. As you can see, I'm the captain of the ship. I'll have to look him up again. I think that, yeah, obviously he's probably another one of the demons mentioned in Solomon's Key. Person. Are you also one of the 72 devils? If you're asking whether I made contact with Solomon, the answer is yes. He answered it for me. I don't have to look up anything. The man gave a sly smile. No wonder you felt something unusual about him. He was indeed one of the great 72. Nice to meet you. But if you're one of the 72 devils, why are you in a ship like this? By the way, how did you end up in hell? It's true that Solomon is there, right? Whoa, to think he left behind such a fine seat? Not bad at all, that guy. Before you could ask Person anything, the sailors swarmed around you and interrupted you with a barrage of questions. I don't think it's Person, it's Person, I guess. Person! Instead of helping, he's just smirking off in the distance. You reluctantly answered as many of their questions as you could within reason, wiping sweat from your forehead. Kids, calm down. So the battle with the angel is still going on up there? They really don't get tired, huh? Even though God's been dead for so long? Then you guys don't fight against the angels? At your question, the deck suddenly fell silent, as if cold water had been poured over it. Looking over at Person, who was watching from afar, he noticed he alone was still grinning. Person, why did the atmosphere suddenly get so tense? Ah! Your sentence trailed off again, but this time it wasn't Person's fault. Suddenly, something from the sky was plunging towards you at an incredible speed. But just before it hit you, Person, who was definitely several steps away with sailors between you, grabbed you and swiftly swung his sword. Thud, thump. Startled, you looked down from his embrace to see a monster with a body the size of a soccer ball rolling on the ground in 4 pieces. What the heck is that? You hadn't even seen Person approach or draw his sword properly. That's how fast and agile he was, this devil called Person, while you were still frozen in place. Now look. This is what I'm capable of. Person bent down and hoisted the 4 pieces of a creature high above his head. Then, for exactly 1 second, an odd silence fell. Whoa! As expected of our captain, Sir Person! Last time it was cut in 2, but this time he split into 4. You were the only one who was stunned and bewildered, while the crew fervently praised Person as if competing to outdo each other. Okay, I have a theory that the reason they don't fight angels is because none of these demons is actually capable of fighting except for him. And in a way, he's protecting them. I think, I'm not sure. And Person is really enjoying this. Like a kid showing off a sticker they just earned, Person boasted about the slain monster with a triumphant attitude. You quietly held back a laugh. This man called Captain actually has a surprisingly cute side. Don't they all? I mean, okay, I guess Asmo is pretty bad. Doesn't have a cute side. Person slid his sword back into one of the 7 different styled sheaths at his waist and burst out laughing. Haha, you're all way too generous with the compliments. More importantly, someone grab some drinks. Got a special guest here, so bring out the good stuff. Where has the rum gone? All of a sudden, he wrapped a firm arm around his shoulder and laughed heartily. Sorry, I cannot fake a laugh right now. The hearty laugh of the handsome man sounded more refreshing to your chest on the pop of champagne, making your heart race. As Person led you forward, the sailors immediately followed in a crowd behind. You wondered what other events might unfold on this vast, mysterious ship, and suddenly Person stopped walking. Looks like we have another visitor knocking at the door here. What? His arm still firmly on your shoulder, Person turned his body to look beyond the bow. Far ahead, something bright red was rapidly approaching. Satan? Ah! Something's being fired this way! You know what? Maybe it's Pyong. Since I'm in a good mood, I'll explain. What's launching is a bomb. What's coming close is the King of Gehenna, Satan's ship. He has a ship? Take me on your ship. Satan's ship? No, wait, those bombs are... Hey, activate the shield of Tartaros. Yes, sir. One of the many crew members answered from somewhere, and everyone turned to face the direction he was pointing. He was holding a golden, round robot in his hand, and when he pressed the button that looked like its mouth, a golden light poured out from the antenna on its head. On his head? On his head? What did it say? On its head, okay. The light soon enveloped the entire ship, and when Satan's cannonballs hit the shield, they melted away as if dissolving. Whoa! The ship didn't even budge. Though it effortlessly blocked Satan's attack, you knew how incredible that was. Come on! My husband is trying to get me back! Oh, let me talk to him. Are the 72 devils really strong enough to beat the king? But before you could even wrap your head around that, Person grinning at the declaration of war chuckled and declared to everyone, "The play's over. Now it's time to start the real game." The real game? Hey, bring me the lazy one's megaphone. At Person's command, once again someone from the crew quickly handed him the item he wanted. Cover your ears. It probably won't help much though. Clutching a black megaphone with a white skull painted on it, he whispered that and strode alone toward the bow. You, puzzled, covered your ears with both hands, and looking around, you saw everyone else had already firmly covered their ears. Pressing the megaphone to his mouth, Person spoke very quietly. "Satan, we haven't even started yet." Wong, wong, wong. Though he clearly spoke very quietly, the sound amplified through the megaphone was so loud that it caused waves on the nearby sea and made Satan's ship tremble far off. What on earth is that thing? You were shocked and worried for Satan, but after a few seconds you realized that what you should be worried about wasn't Satan. "Listen well, hell. I, Person, have returned after 100 years. Person's voice, tinged with laughter, echoed so loudly it seemed to reach the very sky above, no, hell itself. 1 hour from now, to commemorate the 100th return of Person's ship. Ah, by the way, what was your name again?" Person, who had been excitedly shouting, suddenly put down the megaphone and asked you. "Lady. It's Lady." "Okay, Lady. All right, again, 1 hour from now, to commemorate the 100th return of Person's ship, engage in an exciting battle for Lady. A sailing race will be held." Huh? The booming voice echoed throughout hell, and even inside your ears, despite you covering them, the noise was deafening. So what he does essentially is steal stuff and then provoke the kings to race him with ships, and whoever wins keeps the treasure? Is that what he does? I guess interesting premise. But alas, it's 7:49 p.m. That's all the time I have for today. We didn't manage to get to the main story, but don't worry, we will get to it, because at the end of the day, the events come, they take a lot of time to come and then they take a lot of time to go. So we'll definitely have time to do the main story eventually. I just wished I had enough time to do it already. For those of you that aren't familiar with this game, like to get to know the characters better, because right now you're just being thrown into a story with characters you know nothing about. And yes, okay, you're starting to see a few things about them, but I've only shown you what happened, like that, you know, an angel attacked me, and Satan came to save me, and that he killed our friend. You don't know anything past that unless you play the game, so yeah. I know this must be annoying to you, but like I said, finishing the sub-stories first is very important, as the game turns everything to payable once they're gone. And like we saw, it gave us the opportunity to actually buy a lot of wishes for the main banners, which is also very important in this game. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. I hope you have an amazing week, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!